After the Increased Warrior meeting with Travis, my mentor reached out to me. During the meeting, I had also told the group that I did not have my rent money. The house that I was renting, the property management, they allowed me to pay half of the rent at the beginning of the month and half of the rent at the end of the month, which was a huge help for a long time when I had income coming in. But at this point, I did not have the income coming in. So I had no idea how I was going to pay the remainder of the rent. So she reached out to me and she asked me, "How much do you still owe for your rent?" It was something around $1,200 or $1,100. It was something like that I still owed. So I told her how much I needed for the rent. And she gave it all to me. She gave me the money to pay the remainder of my rent. I had just joined this program in October, and now it's November, and they trusted me enough to help me to know that they were sowing seed on great ground. All I could do was cry and thank God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. What a miracle. So she sent me the money in increments because her bank would not allow her to send it all at once. And I had all the rent by Friday, had all the rent money by Friday. I took my kids to school. And outside of baby school, I had a talk with God. I said, "God, it's getting cold. The babies need warmer clothes. We need food. And all I have is the rent money. What should I do?" And I listened. I listened to the quiet voice in my mind, my God voice. And God told me, "Go to Walmart, get everything that you need, and don't hold back." And I said, "Okay," with the rent money. And I didn't hear anything else after that, so I knew, okay, I have to use this rent money. It did not make logical sense, and that's why I know it's God, because he never makes logical sense. It didn't make logical sense that God would give me the rent money to spend at Walmart. But I was obedient and nervous and confused at the same time. But I did it. So Walmart was right across the street from Naila's school. I pull up in the Walmart parking lot. My heart is pounding. It's literally pounding. It's pounding out of my chest. And I'm so like, questioning myself, like, did I hear God correctly? Did I hear God correctly? Or, you know, so many different thoughts were running through my mind. So I get out the car and I go into Walmart and I get everything. I'm talking food, clothes, shoes, hygiene products, everything that we need. And I did not hold back. I got like extra ground turkey and extra vegetables and everything that we needed. And I didn't hold back because I said, you know, that's what God said, don't hold back. And so I get to the cash register, put my stuff on the conveyor belt, and I'm nervous. I am so nervous. I'm like, oh my goodness, I have no idea how much all this stuff cost. All I know is that I did what God asked of me to do. So after the cashier scans all of my things, I pull out my debit card and I say, thank you, God, for providing me with the resources to take care of my family. And I inserted my card. And I paid for it, and the total was about 500 something. It was like 530 or 500 and something dollars. So this is like half of the rent money is gone now. And I get into the parking lot and I just start crying. And I'm crying because I did it. And I couldn't believe that I actually did it. But I had the faith to do it. And it was the most amazing feeling. So I go home, I unload the groceries and all of the things that I have just purchased. And it was complete. That was my first challenge in my faith building season. So I guess you're asking what happened with the rent. So somehow I got the rent, the rest of the rent money again. But I didn't pay the rent until December. It was the first week of December. So November was a little bit late. But it got taken care of. November's rent got taken care of. However, December's rent, I still owed December's rent. And in the midst of this, it's now December. And one of my best friends, her mom passed away. So I'm on my way to sit with her and take her some flowers and just be present for her right now in her time of loss. And I go to Publix and I buy her flowers. And I get in my car and I receive a call from my youngest son's daycare. They tell me that there's a balance on his account. I think at this time the balance was about $300. And they said that if I don't come up with the $300, then I need to come pick him up from school. Feeling so helpless, I go to the school and I pick him up. And I'm crying. And he's a confused 3-year-old. And he's saying, Mommy, I want to go to school. I want to go to school. And I just did not know how to respond to him. I didn't know how to tell a 3-year-old that Mommy no longer has the money to send you to school. And I just cried. So me and Josiah went to my friend's house to sit with her and be present for her as my life was so uncertain. This is the faith building season.